So hey guys, as you can see in the title, today I will be talking about my experiences for my first semester of college as a first year student. If you're wondering why you're wearing the exact same thing in your previous video, or I should upload this one first, we don't know. But if you see two videos of me in this exact same setting getting clothing, it's because they were filmed about 10 minutes from each other. I wrote down topics that I wanted to touch on and then subtopics within that. So without further ado, let's get started. The first topic I'm going to be talking about is workload and classes. So I took 6 classes. I thought that was normal. I thought that's what you're I thought that was the average amount of classes that a college person took, because you take 6 classes in high school, but no. And also my advisor told me you should sign up for these classes, and I signed up for all 6. Well, that was very heavy. That workload was so heavy. And when I would tell people oh, I'm taking 6 classes, they'd be like, girl, what? I seriously did not know that was a lot until I came to the realization that 6 classes in high school is not the same as 6 classes in college. And it's pretty easy yet hard to manage that, because at first it's okay, classes, we gonna get them done, boom, until midterms and everything that comes up, and then you're frantic because it's you have to deal with 6 classes, that's 6 grades, crazy. And I took a lot of gen ed courses, so it wasn't that bad, but I did take, I'm an art major, so I did take art history and drawing 1. Those classes were fairly simple. For art history, I literally that class I failed. Well, I didn't fail, my final grade was a B-, thank God, but I did not take that class seriously until week 7, which is not good on my part, but I'm glad that I decided to take it serious. And then one of those 6 classes was an honors class. I'm in honors college, which it wasn't that bad, but it's because you're in honors, you're kind of held to a higher standard. And yeah, what's the point of honors? I literally couldn't tell you. I decided to join honors because I thought it looked good. That's literally it. It does nothing. You're distinguished among other students, but honors college is not the same as being in honors in high school, and I was an honors and AP student in high school. So yeah, and I definitely got more recognition there than here, but I mean, it's not that serious. So yeah, now it's really stressful trying to keep a certain GPA and all of that. And thankfully my schedule wasn't as cramped. I had a lot of time to do all of my work. I thought my schedule was very well structured and balanced, but it is easy to fall behind, especially when you miss something. It's hard to really catch up after that one time, that doesn't go for everyone and everything, but yeah. And my honors class was the only class that I had for lectures, and where I attended lectures, and I probably skipped 3-4 lectures this semester, and it's it didn't really do anything to my grade at all, because they didn't track attendance for large lectures. So the way that it would be for my honors class, it would be you attend a lecture, take notes, blah 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 blah, and then you will go to your smaller section later in the week, and then that's where your attendance and participation, everything is recorded. So I made sure I attended that, but lectures, no. And they did record the lectures for later. Only thing is the quality was not good, so it's if you really wanted to take notes, you definitely should have went to class. I did have a hard time with time management, because I wasn't used to this workload to just crash on me like this, and also because I can get lazy and I get distracted so easily. It's so easy for me to get distracted, and I lost track of time. I would be struggling to do work, and also I am more of a night person when it comes to productivity. I do everything at night. I don't know why. And that was kind of hard because I will be up at first in the beginning of semester. Even before college, my standard like bedtime was like 11, 12. But then after October hit, my sleep schedule, like I would go to sleep at 2 a.m. and then I had to be up at like 8. Yeah, 6 hours of sleep, that's decent. But the average is like 7 to like 9, I think. So yeah, it was really hard to just like care for myself and manage my time and manage my work. And also because I also have a job. Thankfully, like my job is like so simple and I can do work at work. However, it's not as easy as it sounds because you're still at work and you have to do like work, like job work. So yeah, but thankfully I was able to pass all of my classes this semester. I would not let myself fail. I just could never see myself doing that. But I know it is hard for others, so I understand. For time management, what I did, and just to increase my productivity and to make sure I got things done on time, was as soon as I was assigned it, I would try to get it done right then and there. It's just easier to get it out the way than waiting, you know. I have a bad habit of letting all of my work pile up. I don't know why. I feel like I work better that way, and no, I don't. I was gonna cuss, but no, I don't. So I hope I will fix that by next semester. Also, using a planner helps. I am a to-do list person. That's how I function. So having a planner definitely helped. I have a physical planner. This is the planner I used. I gotta get a new one for the new year, but yeah. I'm more of a physical writer. I can't really do the digital planner stuff. It's cute and it's like less waste and all, but I just can't do it. And I also have a calendar, like a whiteboard calendar, which helps with assignments. And did I write like my classes and my times? I don't really I only did that for the beginning of the year so I could remember my classes and where they are and stuff like that, but I kind of just remembered it. But I also have like my classes for the new semester, and then I also have like my work times and all of that. I don't have like, it's pretty clear for right now because the semester didn't start yet, so that really helped me. And sticky notes also helped me. They're just like little reminders. I drew a jug of milk. So the next topic is social life. I'm a pretty outgoing person, but at the same time, I'm very shy. Like, I'm not shy, like I will talk to people, like I'm social, but it takes a while for me to really show my personality to people, which sucks because I don't want people to think I'm boring, because I don't think I'm boring. It's hard to make friends. Like college, like a part of college is making friends. I didn't really talk to people. Like, I really didn't talk to people unless I had to. Do I really have any college friends? Not really, except the people that I met at work. Having a job will help you get friends if you work in a good like place, because I know everybody. My camera just randomly like just turned off and like flipped. Anyway, whatever. Having a job can help you make friends, and that's what it did for me. It's so hard to hang out with people in college sometimes because I was always working or doing schoolwork. Like, so hard to make time for people. The next topic is my health, mental health, physical health, things like that. I was pretty like happy to be away from home, and I still am, but what made me not happy about college was just how overwhelmed I was. I was severely overwhelmed, and I don't really like that feeling because I get like very cranky and like stressed and like ugly, and I don't like that. I just kind of took breathers, and that kind of helped. And writing definitely helps, and drawing, that definitely helps with like stress, just to take your mind off just your workload and stuff. And it's like, if you need a break, please take one. Don't wait until like you have no choice but to take a break. Take a break when like you can, because I hate to be pushed to that limit of stress, and I will hate to see that happen for other people. And my eating habits really didn't change. I had like a lot more freedom at home as far as what I got to eat, and it's really the same here. Like, I kind of just eat what I want. I know a lot of people are different. A lot of people are not like that, but like, I get it. But like, I don't know, my eating habits didn't really change. If anything, I would love to eat like more healthy. It's a lot easier to just eat like convenient processed junk food at college, especially like when you're away from your parents. Parents do make comments. Well, my parents, sometimes they'd be like, oh, you're just gonna eat a bag of chips for breakfast, and they wouldn't tell me like to not, but it's like they would prefer if I didn't. And I can eat a bag of chips for breakfast and not hear anything about it. But just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. So should you be eating a bag of chips for breakfast? No. But at the same time, yellow. And I didn't really exercise a lot. I walked a lot. Like, that's like my main form of exercise is walking. Like, I walked to stores, walked to class, just walked and walked and walked. I definitely want to start going to the gym and stuff just so I could get like just a little more fit, but I just walked. So that's an underrated form of exercise. So if people tell you don't exercise, tell them that you walk. Because last thing I wanted to talk about was just like the independence and freedom. So I am not far from home at all. My house is like less than half an hour away from here, like the college that I go to. Going to college, you don't really realize the amount of freedom that you have. I know that's different for everyone, and that can be taken in many different like ways. But for me, like, I grew up in a more like strict household kind of, and those same like principles, I guess, still kind of follow me at college. Like, even though I'm away, I'm not really away. I am happy to just not be at home, because it was very hard for me to do like my senior year at home in front of a computer. Like, that was like so hard. I had 2 online classes this semester, but it was just a lot more bearable to be in a new environment and to have a desk. Having a desk is underrated. I don't have a desk at home. Having a desk just increased my productivity. I don't know how. Now, I do like the independence. Only thing is, it's like you're really independent. Like, no one is like looking after you. You have to do things yourself. Like, teachers don't really remind you on a lot of work. You're just expected to have it done. You gotta make sure like you just take care of yourself. I'm independent enough to where like I know, like, I don't need anyone to tell me like when to eat, when to like like do laundry and things like that. But as far as work, I was kind of used to my teachers just like being like, oh, reminder, this is due. And like, professors do give you those reminders, but it's just not the same as high school. Yeah, I said that was the last point. I lied. Roommates was the last point. So I live in like a quad where it's 2 people to a room. I know they have like, in my college, they have like different ones. Like, they have a quad where it's like everyone gets their own room, but they share like amenities and everything. But I share a room with another person. Roommates. So something that I learned being here was your roommates are not always your friends. Some people have really nice roommates and some people don't have really nice roommates. And I just kind of wasn't the most lucky when getting a roommate. I don't dislike my roommate by all means, or any of them. I don't dislike any of my roommates, but it's like we used to talk a bit like before classes started, and even like just in early September. But as time went on, the roommate that I shared a room with, things got weird. I guess that's the best way I can put it. Things just got weird. And it's also just like new, just a whole new environment, just sharing a living space with other people. Like, people come from many different backgrounds. People don't clean the same as you. People are different. Like, everyone is different, which I'm okay with, except the cleaning thing. I'm not saying like all of my roommates are just dirty. Like, we all clean, but I'm kind of a germaphobe. I kind of clean to the extreme. And is it necessary? Not really, but it is in my brain because I can't really handle it not being clean to my standards. Having a white roommate is very interesting. And it's kind of like, when I knew I was gonna have a white roommate, I was just like, okay, I mean, that's fine. But it's always that thought in the back of my head of like, what if they don't like black people, you know? And that's kind of just a thought I always have when it comes to like white people. And it's like a subconscious thought, I guess. Like, I never really think about it until I think about it, if that makes sense. And it sucks that I think like that, but I can't help it as a black person, especially when I'm sharing a room with a non-black individual. We don't connect the best, but I think we tolerate each other quite well. We don't really get into like any arguments or anything, but it is very different. It's a very interesting experience. My camera keeps cutting off, so I gotta make this fast. Yeah, if I decide to share a room again, I would probably prefer just a black roommate, because I think I'll be just a bit more comfortable. But that is all I have for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and comment, and I will hopefully make another video very soon.